Hello and welcome back to Creeper World 4. On the last episode, we went through Sector L. On this episode, I believe we'll be quickly going through Valley of the Shadow of Death, which seems very familiar to you before time. But of course, let's just jump into the Valley of the Shadow of Death and see how fast we can go through it. I see, so some changes between this and before time. This is probably the initial version. Not sure if Newcracker is responsible for it or if somebody else is. They have a lot less threats, really. 10 on every emitter, it seems. 3 Scammer, 3 Blob. No spores. No eggs, because no volcano. Anyways, let's just get to it. Oh, I see. So this is probably before the whole ore thing as well. Weird. No urns. Truly is OG. Why do I need Argon now? For shields, maybe? Huh. Yeah, you give me a lot of red on, but you didn't give any... You didn't put in any spore launchers, which is interesting. So the only purpose would be to have it for shields. I don't think shields were in the... Well, they were in the demo, but I'm sure maybe they've... The beta map creators have a bunch of unit creators. Or units that they could use or utilize already. Either way, typical, let's just mortar up. Mortaring it up. Put down a factory. Stash is building up, stash is building up there. Oh, I see, the totems need Argon. I understand now. Because there's no green R on the map. I see. It feels a lot smaller. I'm not too positive on that detail. Maybe it was always this small, who knows? Who really knows? All I know is I can get up here quicker. Whether that is a good thing or not, we'll have to see. Always on those sprayers. Put a bunch of snipers down. Just quickly put down the totem, our towers. That's always gonna happen, I guess. Okay. Stash has been into Rota. Let's build 2 cannons, new mortars. Just fill this area. Go on. Build on the extra mortars. could also go over here now. Just fill the rest of this. Okay. Skimmers hit the wall. Not even the top of the wall. Okay. Okay, that mortar actually saved that pylon amazingly. Wow. Yeah, we could worry about this, or we could just make more connections. Just connect this, then. Try and go from here. Fill the rest of those connections, move up the snipers. Sorry, not. Well, I mean, I guess it's eggs. It's also technically glops, because the glops come out of the volcano. Spoilers if you haven't done the achievement yet. But I'm sure many people have done that now. Especially considering it's, you know, it is part of the level. We'll cheat a little, put a micro rift down. Oh. Oh wow, they went for the tower. Okay. There's been pylons there, we don't really need towers. Yeah, I can see why this was changed a lot. The emitters were too slow here. But it really goes to show the map making process and how important it is to playtest and whatnot. Whoever actually did create this initial version. So it's important to see whether or not it's actually difficult to play the map. Or if it's just a fun little gimmick that you want to introduce to the community, that's also a good thing to show. It doesn't necessarily always have to be a difficult mission, and I know that from experience talking to a couple other people in the community that rather some people just like to play maps just to play the maps. Some are not fans of gimmicks, gimmicky levels. I'm a fan of everything except that doesn't necessarily, well, as long as I learn something, I'm always satisfied. It's always nice to see. Let's get this. Get that squad going. Well, they were able to save that mortar before the EMP, so that's fine. I'll just go for it then. I'll just go for it then. Try and get these mortars to cover more. Have that second micro rift. Just why not, really? there is a crimson, but we didn't see that. I don't believe in this map. Which I assume was removed because of the other threats that were added later. At least I can't remember any crimson being in that map. I don't know why I'm pushing this way. Should probably be pushing towards the skimmer nest and then nullifier. Or skimmer factory, but like I'm not sure. Not sure what you want to call it at this point. I'd assume skimmers is the answer, but so alright, they didn't do anything. That probably even oh, I hit the nullifier. Okay. So it did do something there. Yeah, let's just go for the emitter. Pretty much be done. So, yep, there. Yep. That cannon should be enough, technically. We'll put a ward there just for safety. I'll just speed it up. I always do that. It's because Creeper World 2 used those, use the comma and the period key to speed up the game. Oh, we're also missing a totem, apparently. There we go. Now that's connected. And that's all the objectives. Wonderful. Well, that was Valley of the Shadow of Death. Yeah, pretty fast one. Could do it, yeah, 5-6 minutes. Definitely. That is something that can be done. Alright, let's just keep on going then and move on to 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, no trouble at all. Alright. So, multiple islands that are connected to us. Interesting, alright. Just keep going. So all we need to worry about is towers, really. So we do have high ground advantage on all of these points that we're connected to, so I believe we can just deal with that with just cannon, maybe 2. Urns are here, so may as well build that turret now. Build that factory. Build the first cannon. Another cannon there. Let's get a urn portal up. So yeah, we're out of energy, but shouldn't be too much of a problem here. We could have powered that actually. We can still do so. we just have to deal with spores, possibly, so let's just put that there. Go for mine production to boost the amount we get from the crystals. I will also do fire range for now. Build a refinery. We have blue-eyed over there. We also have blue-eyed over there as well. So let's get this up here. I know our refinery's not done, but we might as well secure that totem while it's easy to get. And likewise for this one. I'm gonna assume that the spawn launcher will be producing eggs, but it might not. But I know by default I'm used to that, producing eggs. Probably don't even need to worry too much about this. Just make sure this pylon's connected. Actually, what we could do is just get all the missiles over here. Put some mortars down. Deal with that island. Get some sneaky towers there. Cannon to protect that in case I don't come back to it for a while. Put a nullifier down on the spore launcher. From here, we could also set up mortar positions. Probably just advance. We also don't have spares up, so yeah, just advance on this front. We also need a totem from there, so let's just make sure we have more coverage there for now. So alright, there are the eggs. Fortunately that didn't do anything. That one might do something. We're gonna have to put some cannons down. So produce 2 eggs. There's just an egg just waiting to go. Oh, okay. Alright. Ah, there it is. There's the damage. Yeah, very nice. That's a lot of payload. Wow, okay. Oh, we nullified that early. I think it starts producing at like 4 minutes in. It seems reasonable. Actually, no, just go that way. We have fire range, fire rate, and we have mine production. Yeah, so I've already sent a cannon over there, so we're gonna be getting flooded in here for a temporary amount of time due to that egg payload. Apart from that, it should be back to our side. Right, okay. Just continue building mortars from there. Move up the cannons. Move up the mortars last. Let's get those mortars going. So that pylon network is set up. wasn't connected, so I didn't really notice that. Oh, deficit. Ooh. A friendly sight to see, considering we want to use all our energy. Oh, we're also not helping by building more towers. Damn, is that just a little bit too far away? Guess so. That's a bit precarious. I guess we'll go for it. So that area's clear. I kind of do wish it showed where who made what map, the span experiments, because they are like, I don't know if it's all just new Crackers maps or if it's like K75 or Cervantes or whoever else could be responsible for those maps. Grabs or fire, I don't even know. There's a lot of people in the community that can make maps that are potentially responsible for this. I don't know. I just have the level, that's it. Maybe I can find it in like colonies. So I'd really like to know if it's all just one person, new Cracker, or if it's a combination of people. Which I assume it is a combination of people, it's just like I can't really tell who did what. It's a shame, but we can continue on. Yeah, so all of our fronts are advancing steadily. Mortar support on the high ground does help a lot here. Even if it is a bit too much. A bit excessive, but hey. Can't go wrong with that. Clear out the remainder of this creeper now. Should be reclaim now. Reclaim should be going out soon. Probably 4 more this year. Okay. That soda was powered up. We have an egg to worry about though. That's the last egg on the map. So it's definitely gonna make itself count. To start. Yeah, there it goes, okay. Let's see. Let's just move up with that. Let's make sure there's a cannon on high ground before we move up as well. Or perhaps I'm missing something and I can actually access where the map creation or map creator's name or ID is in terms of whichever map they're connected to, really. It'd just be good to know. Just put another sprayer down because we got another blue eye connected. Have the cannon protect that. That tower may go down. That's fine. That creeper is stealth whip, so we can move forward there. that tower because we knew that was gonna not function really. This map also had the enemies spawning from the emitters, which doesn't work. Apparently it never will work. That's what I've been told. It's a real shame. Could have been something nice to change it up a little. And then again, that's a lot more clicking of finding out what emitters do what, and then, well, you don't really get a notification on what's coming out. It seems like it was all spores. And that one has striders. So yeah, that says it's striders, but that's a skimmer factory, so I don't know. Maybe that was the name in the broken code. Alright, I'll go to that last emitter, and then I think that should be a fairly decent video. 2 levels in one. Conquered quickly instead of slowly. Or within a decent amount of time, really. That's all I'm looking forward. All I'm looking for, really. Yeah, just... I would love to see that at some point, but I can see why it doesn't work, considering you can just build the... or put in the building structures for them now. But like, again, this is Spore Launcher here, so why even... I don't know what that was about, really. It's like, you can definitely make this map more treacherous with those enemies on the emitters, but I just won't, we won't ever get to see that, though, fortunately. I don't know, apparently it didn't even function in the beta, so it's probably like a lot of people trying out the same thing. Or maybe it was the same person trying out the same thing. I don't know. But either way, after all that speculation, that'll be the end of 4 pieces. Alright, wonderful. Oh, so just keep playing the mission, but come back to it later. Well, anyways, that'll be the end of this episode. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.